to Lockdown. I'm Manel.
I'm Robert.
And DC.
I'm Batman.
FanDome has just arrived, well actually arrived 2 days ago. We're kind of late because we are in South Africa.
That's why we're late.
So that's actually why we're late. Full disclosure though, we're about to watch the Batman trailer. Matt Reeves was the end panel of DC FanDome. And then he had a surprise trailer that no one knew he actually was going to release. Because how can you release a trailer when you only filmed 30% of your movie? Do you know they only filmed 30%?
So when is it
the movie
scheduled to be
released?
released?
No, the movie was supposed to be filming right now as we speak, but because of COVID it had to be stopped. They only filmed 25 to 30% of the movie.
And you know, having been to Comic-Con and all of that, you don't come without anything. And you know, look, we've only shot 25% of the movie, 25-30% of the movie, so there's so much. This is just scratching the surface. But
that just shows how dense this movie is gonna be.
Nice.
And here we go. Dude, I watched it and I still know it. I'm so excited.
You're gonna spoil it.
Listen to the theme song.
Release.
Oh!
From your secret friend. Who?
Do you know who's that? Let's go in, dude.
Haven't a clue. Let's play a game. Just
Oh,
me.
Riddler.
Any of this mean anything to you?
Look at that suit. Look at
so
it.
good though. It's so good.
Like pretty Arkham Knighty. The black.
You're becoming quite a celebrity. Why is he writing to you?
The Catman. Oh, look at that Catman, dude. You know who's that?
Penguin.
Yes, man. Do you know who's playing Penguin? I'll tell you.
Please do not lie.
They get him. They got him.
What is the price for your blind eye?
The hell are you supposed to be?
Oh,
Very nice. Very nice.
I'm vengeance.
oh, the voice, dude. What do you think? It's not voice modulated. Do the Batman one.
Whoa! This guy's crazy.
Really Batman behind there.
You're part of this too.
This is like the most standout movie. This.
You'll see.
The Black Man. What? Oh, one? What could it be?
2021.
Oh, okay. I thought it was maybe like 3001 or something like that. Oh! That's never know. Dude! First initial thoughts. What do you think?
Very nice. I like it. To be honest, I was pretty scared when they casted Ron Pattinson as the Batman.
Well, when they cast Twilight.
No,
But-
it's not that man. I mean, I suppose.
He looks thinner.
But it's because he's not built.
He's not
the
Batman.
Batman.
Yeah, the
way.
Batman is a man.
Yeah,
He's
wow.
you know what I, but you know what I,
But he's a chunky guy.
Yeah.
He's
No,
quite
yeah.
upper body strength.
he's imposing and he's supposed to command a presence. Whereas
Yes.
you think Robert Pattinson commanding a presence doesn't really.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as Batman.
But this is very different, man. This to me feels like very like I could see a grizzled Dick Grayson in him. In the look.
Yeah.
What I like though is because we got so many Batmans before, you can't say like I don't like this Batman. Oh, you could say I don't like this Batman, but we have so many Batmans to choose from.
Yes.
This is just a different interpretation.
Yes.
It's like the look. Gordon's black, but no one. I don't see anyone really complaining about it because like we've been getting so many Gordons.
Yeah, it doesn't
before.
matter though,
Who cares?
because if you look at the DC universe, it could be any Earth.
Now that's what I wanted to tell you. This, apparently there's rumors that this is Earth like 2 or something like that. This is a different Earth. Reason why is because currently in the new Flash movie by Andy Muschietti, Ben Affleck's returning as Batman.
Oh, nice.
And Michael Keaton's returning as Batman. I mean, that's kind of exciting news that Ben Affleck is actually going to return as Batman. So what does that mean for this movie? This is its own, this own like thing. But I was kind of worried that now because you're gonna be watching this, every time in your back of your head you'll think, but there's a larger universe.
Yeah.
There's this, there's that. But you know, this is a singular vision. This is their
Yeah.
vision. The Batmobile is very different. It's
It
like a muscle car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it kind of like is reminiscent of Christian Bale.
Chris, yeah, very real
Christian
world.
Bale's Tank
Did you ever
Batman.
watch Gotham? The
Yes.
show Gotham.
Yes.
Doesn't this feel more real world like that show?
Yes,
like
it's
Gotham?
very down to earth, gritty.
Yeah.
But it's also like the start.
Yeah, like the start. Yeah, you see Catwoman.
Also, they never showed Alfred in there though.
I can tell you who's playing Alfred though. Did you hear Alfred's voice?
You're becoming quite a
It was
celebrity.
a British voiceover when he was driving that motorbike.
Okay.
Andy Serkis.
Oh, nice.
Andy Serkis
Gollum?
is playing. Yeah, Golem is playing Alfred. Zoe Kravitz is Catwoman, and then you saw Penguin right at the end.
Yes.
Do you have any idea who's playing Penguin?
Who? I don't
do you
know
have
actors.
I know, but do you have any idea like that guy who looks like maybe from a different movie? Do you know who's Colin Farrell? Colin Farrell? Yeah, Colin Farrell. He played Daredevil in that. He played Bullseye in the old Daredevil movie.
Okay.
Like
Nice.
you know the bald guy.
Yes,
with the-
I know
that
Bullseye.
guy is. I mean, that guy looks nothing like that fat guy.
Yeah.
Because they had prosthetics on him. So he's actually playing.
So
But
he has like a fat suit.
I think he has a fat suit, yeah. And then Matt Reeves during the DC fandom was saying like, he's not yet known as the Penguin. Well, he's known as the Penguin, but he hates the nickname. He hasn't taken
Because
it.
he hasn't taken it yet.
Yeah.
It's only when he felt it's Cobblepot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They call him Oz in this one.
Yes.
Oz Cobblepot. Catwoman is not Catwoman yet. I think they're saying like as this gives rise to the Batman, it's gonna give rise to his villains as well. They themselves are gonna discover themselves. And then also the reason why they chose the Riddler as the main villain is because they wanted to have like a. We've seen
You've
Bane
seen all
fight,
the others,
We've seen
yeah.
Bane. We've seen Batman fight Ra's al Ghul. We've seen him a little bit of detective work.
Yes.
But they want this. Did you watch? Do you know what this actually feels like? David Fincher, the guy that created. You know the guy that made Seven,
Yes.
Fight Club.
Oh.
You know that gritty,
Nice.
dark style.
Yes.
But and you know this movie called Zodiac, where they're trying to find
Yes,
the
the
Zodiac
Zodiac
killer.
killer,
Now, if you notice, you see the Riddler. He's got that
Yes.
jacket. He's got the mask. He's got the tape.
Yeah.
Very Zodiac killer type style. That's what they want for this Riddler.
Oh,
but still,
nice.
the
They actually like they're making the Riddler into what he really is, like
Yeah.
the threat that he actually
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Because so far the people's idea of the Riddler
It's
is
quite
like
a
this
joke.
Joker.
It's
Yeah,
a-
it's
yeah,
like he's
it's
like
not-
a joke, but not like the Joker,
Yeah, yeah.
but like a joke. Like
Yeah.
he's not a serious
Yeah.
villain, you know.
But
But,
you know-
when you think about it, what's his Enigma?
Yeah,
right?
Enigma.
Edward
Enigma,
Edward
yeah,
Nigma. He's actually quite clever. Like
He's very
he's
good.
autistic.
yeah.
Right? In
Yeah.
that the relationships he can't do well
And
with.
people always say that Batman always gets the upper hand. It's never that. It's that he's too arrogant,
Yes.
and his arrogance gets him down. He thinks
Yeah.
there's no way this dude can beat me, and then he beats him because of that. That's
Yeah.
the reason why. I mean, the Joker, the Riddler has many times he could kill Batman. But
Yes.
He doesn't because he said, you see, I've shown you I'm better than you.
Nice. That's a riddle. In
Uh,
itself.
did you know that there's a riddle actually in this trailer that you can actually solve?
Is it?
And people have solved it when he literally shows that page. About like the riddle, like I'll show the riddle over screen. Apparently they've decoded it already, so there's even a riddle for viewers to see. That's the type of movie this is going to
That's
be.
so dope.
You heard the theme song?
But you know what that is, right?
Uh.
That could be like the intro to so many Easter eggs. Because this is the first in a new trilogy, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that could be like the like so many Easter eggs coming on.
Yeah.
Like if DC had to sit down and actually do a DC cinematic universe, which I guess they're kind of
Yeah.
trying to do. And they're just not getting any traction. The thing that they can actually capitalize on is the fact that they are
A multiverse, dude.
not only that, but they are the only hero universe
Yeah.
that actually puts the villains on a pedestal as well.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
I could watch movies just with villains.
Yeah.
And it'd be amazing.
like Suicide Squad.
No,
I
but that
felt-
was because of the filmmaking and the decisions.
yeah, no,
Thank
but
you.
it was a poor
Very-
representation of Suicide
Suicide Squad. It was because I mean it's about the Suicide Squad, and at the end it's a monster battle between a fiery god and that Enchantress's brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That wasn't. What are you talking about? The Suicide Squad? They didn't even feature in the final
Yeah.
battle. The final battle was between that skull. You know the guy.
Yeah.
With the, like it doesn't make sense. I mean, but I like that that there's a multiverse, so you can just say, you know, there's other universe.
Do you know what they need to do? Like they recently made DC Dark,
Yeah, yeah.
right? The DC Dark universe.
Do you know
They-
Guillermo del Toro was supposed to direct it?
Is it?
Yeah, they were actually trying to make it, but I don't know what happened. But I mean, the guy that did Hellboy, imagine him doing a DC Dark movie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That'd
what
be amazing.
Yeah.
I would watch that. I'd pay good money to watch that.
The fight scene. What do you think about the fight scene, dude? I mean, okay, look here. Christopher Nolan's fight scene, right? Amazing movies, bad fight scenes.
Yeah.
Bane fight scene was the best, and if you actually look at it, it wasn't actually that
No,
bad.
it was trash. Look, the thing with the fight scenes, right, is that they try to. Batman is not like that.
You're not supposed to
Batman
see what he
is-
does.
It's not, well,
It's fear
because
based.
he's fighting
It's
a lot
fear
of people.
based.
But what I'm saying is that because he's fighting a large crowd, he tends to keep them away from himself.
Yeah.
You ever watch the cartoons and
Yes,
the comics?
yes, he's always-
he never fights
he
them
jumps,
all at
gets one
one
at a
time.
time,
Yeah, at one
yeah.
time, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to do with those
Yeah.
Batmans. Right? In Christopher Nolan's Batman, you can see it's a very that they introduced the KCI fight
Yes,
style.
yes. With a lot of elbows.
Yeah. And he doesn't fight like that.
Yeah.
Like him and Dick kind of fought the same.
Yeah, but Dick's more obviously acrobatic.
Yes, it's more acrobatic. So Dick has a lot of more flips and very like aesthetic appeal to it.
Yeah.
And things. Whereas Batman was very practical. But he still does, you know, the high kicks from karate. He does like taekwondo kind of
Yes.
flip kicks and things like that.
But more strength-based kind of thing.
Yes.
And then, I mean, like Tim Burton's one was quite... he fought, but it's very slow. Like, very like... You can see it's a product of its time, because do you ever seen the old Star Wars fights?
Yeah.
That's it. You know, so that Batman was just like... Tush, tush, you know, that's very slow. Whereas now, but Matt Reeves wants to show is the strength, but also the I guess the inexperience of
Yeah,
Batman,
because he's just starting out.
brutal.
Yes.
But you can see how brutal he is.
Yes.
But now there are rumors that there are two things. Okay, he's very brutal. One of these things you could say is he's trying to he beats up. Why only does he only beat up one guy so brutally? To make fear, to
Instill fear.
on the
Into
other guys.
others, yeah.
That's one thing, which makes sense to me. Another thing is, have you noticed they all have like almost like a Joker kind of
Yes.
makeup? But Matt Reeves said Joker will not appear in this film. It's a Riddler's movie, Catwoman. Joker will be there maybe, but it's not. He won't appear.
Look, because it could be even
The
Joker
Joker
and
gang.
Ollie. You know, the Joker
could be
and
the
Ollie
Joker
gang.
gang.
Yeah.
Also. Harley Quinn's everywhere now, dude. But I mean, he looks good. I mean, the voice. Everyone's gonna have their own Batman voice. If you think about it, Kevin Conroy never had a modular voice. If you think about it, he did not have a modular voice. But everyone seems to be okay with that.
Yeah.
I liked, like for me, Ben Affleck's modular voice made sense. I never liked the modular voice because it sounds very robotic.
Yes. Yeah.
And the whole point of Batman is in the comics he says, why does he keep his mouth open? To show he's still a man.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why.
Yeah.
So I know you like the modular voice.
Yeah, look, the thing is, the grittiness, I can understand why he does it.
Yeah.
You know, just from a practical point of view. But like...
Nolan's one was crazy.
Yeah.
Nolan's one was crazy.
It was pretty cool. Like, even though, like, could he do it for long periods of time? I don't think so.
I start puking. I puke when I brush my teeth.
So,
Like, this one doesn't sound that bad, but it does sound like vengeance. It does sound kind of cool. I mean, it doesn't sound like...
if you, like, Batman doesn't talk much in his fights.
Yeah.
He's not a talky kind of guy.
Yeah, so they
when he's
asked.
fighting.
Yeah, that's why they asked him. Like, who are you? He first beats up the guy, then he tells them who
Yeah.
he is. So
And that's it. The only time he will talk is if he's interrogating, and it's only when he has one. What's the name?
we
One
saw him
thug
in
man
the
left.
GCPD, right? There are news that HBO Max, you must know HBO Max, the streaming service, will show and will have 2 miniseries.
Oh, nice.
The one will be a direct prequel to this called GCPD or Gotham PD or something like that, which will show, because you don't understand the reason why. Like, I'm actually very excited. He's trying to build this world, and he's trying to show the corruption. And then in his talk, you guys should really watch the talk. He says that like in the trailer, Riddler says you are part of this too, because apparently we're not going to see his origins, but we're going to discover his origins through the corruption of Gotham. So maybe his father was part of the corruption. And they're going to show that they're not alluding to it. Oh, I'm sorry, they're not going to show it, but they might allude to the Court of Owls.
Oh, nice.
Because they're saying the corruption runs.
Yo, it's about time.
Like, but you know what's weird? The Court of Owls is not that old. It's like 2012 or something.
Yeah.
Introduced. So it's a pretty new thing for Batman.
for DC.
But it took off so well. The Court of Owls, like everyone's like the Court of Owls.
Yeah,
but
like,
the
it
Court
makes
of Owls was
sense.
like 2011.
Because before it was the mob.
Yeah.
Right. The mob
Common
was the
Falcone and
thing.
stuff.
Yeah,
Now it's
yeah.
the Court of Owls. But it's actually kind of cool that something like that could be in such a history of Batman. Something so like recent could
So
be.
recent, yeah, could be so impactful.
Yeah. The music sounds good.
It does.
Michael Giacchino is the guy that did the theme song for Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like
Homecoming.
and then I think he did Rogue One as well. Rogue One's
Okay.
music. So we know when you hear the ding 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 ding, that's Batman's theme song. Sounds very like dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
So it's kind of similar.
March of the Jedi.
March of the Jedi. Empire.
March of the Empire.
I mean, I like Star Wars. I also like Batman. But you know what else I like more? You guys subscribing to this channel.
You guys liking this video.
and even giving us a comment on what you would, what else you would like to watch, or if you want anything.
If you liked us going into such detail about our trailers, and like if we were well versed, we will do it. But comment down below if you enjoyed it.
And let us know if there's anything else you want us to watch.
Yeah, or if there's any information that you guys have that we might not have, that would be really interesting to chat with you guys in the comments.